A somewhat patriotic feel to set the stage in this one. The color wheel of the USA on display, a couple of teams who don the red and blue. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Jayhawks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll pull it down and run.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Jayhawks offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The short hand, it's Henderson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Gets it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? After run, now throw. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. On the set. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Henderson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route and find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as it...
There he goes! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Lance Leipold is a 6-time national champion at the Division III level, but last season a step back for the Jayhawks as they were plagued by turnovers and close losses.
Yeah, and Jalen Daniels just needs to stay healthy. This is a guy quarterback that when he does, and he's playing at a high level, this offense is just up and down the field. They're lighting up the scoreboard. They got to keep him healthy. He's got to be consistent. If they do that, Jayhawk fans will be cheering a lot.
Well, I think that's the thing that's fun, though. If you're a Rock Chalk Jayhawk fan now, you know you've got an exciting offense. You win a few more close games a year ago. There's no telling what that season could have been. So still a lot of reason to be excited about being a Kansas Jayhawk fan.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Fresno State right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Handoff from the gun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must. The kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that, that penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And just when you think the defense had forced a field goal try, a devastating mistake like this gives new life to the offense. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look...
He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Cornerbacks, it's not just about speed. Like, listen, man-to-man, you just come up, get your man, I got him, right? I run all over the field with him. But when you play zone coverages, I got to understand what it is, and I got to understand my assignment. I got to get deep in cover 3 zone. That's my third of the field. The cornerback does a really good job understanding zone principle, taking off, making the INT.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. He's racked up 92 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chop.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good. It puts one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Warner. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider.
Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turning on the Jets, and he motors into the end zone. Down Fresno State.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks...
Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. The inside handoff. Crosses the 35. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Might as well give it to him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Jayhawks are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Let's go. Break.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. Tackled there by the defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Floating away. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Got some room in to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The short hands, it's Henderson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Let's go.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Buying some time. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The give is to Williams. Got room at the 35. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Here's the handoff. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out into the 30. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. End off from the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range. The give is to Williams. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have